Hello, everyone, and welcome into the University of Tulsa as we get set for an exciting doubleheader of state championship soccer here this evening in OSSAA in Class 5A. We start first with our first game of the evening coming up here in just a few moments. It is the Bishop Kelley Lady Comets taking on the Claremore Zebras in our first contest, and then after that the BK Boys will take on East Central in a clash between two teams here in the city of Tulsa. I am Jeremy Poplin. Thank you very much for joining us here on this beautiful Friday evening in the city of Tulsa. It was a bit rainy this morning, but the clouds have moved out. The sunshine is peeking through the clouds, and we should have an amazing night of soccer lined up for you this evening as we will crown a state champion on the boys' side and on the girls' side this evening. We're going to throw it down live on the field now to Valentine, who is standing by with Father Brian O'Brien, the president of Bishop Kelley, and we'll get his thoughts on this exciting matchup here this evening. Valentine, take it away.
BKTV.live. My name is Valentine, here on the campus with you with President Father Brian O'Brien. Father, how are you?
It's good. It's a great night for some high school soccer.
That's great. And how do you feel like today will turn out?
I'm hoping, obviously, Bishop Kelley comes away with 2 W's tonight, but we're playing good teams. Claremore girls it's an outstanding program. They actually beat us last year in this game, so it's going to be tough. And then the East Central boys, in the boys game that starts at 8. They're a good team. They're well coached. They work hard, and so we've got our hands full tonight.
That's good, and I understand that this is similar to last year. Isn't that correct?
That's right. So our boys lost last year in the semifinals, and our girls lost in the finals. So I think both teams are hungry for a W tonight, and they're ready.
Well, that's good. And anything else going on here in Bishop Kelley?
Always, yeah. It's a lot of sports going on these days. Actually, our track team was in Yukon today and did very well. Tess Crosley won the 3200. Josie Ostentowski was second in the pole vault, so that's really awesome for our track team. Our boys tennis team is in Oklahoma City. They did well today, and they play again tomorrow. They're trying to win a state championship. Our boys golf team won a state championship on Wednesday. I think that won by about 20 strokes, which was awesome. Our girls golf team finished 10th the week before with an individual state championship. Mika Ramos, who's a freshman. So a ton of great stuff going on, in addition to graduation coming up a week from tomorrow, actually right here at TU. So we're going to be spending a lot of time here over the next week.
Well, that's good to hear. Well, we're going to cut to a quick commercial. This is Valentine. You're watching BKTV.live. Stay tuned.
I'm Mary Chris Revard from the class of 2014, and I am excited to introduce the BK family to Gateway Mortgage Group. Gateway Mortgage is Oklahoma's largest independent mortgage company and employs over 1,000 people across the country. Everything Gateway does revolves around their core value of being passionate about strengthening families. When you need a mortgage company for the next place you will call home, consider Gateway Mortgage Group, where we close loans on time, every time.
Okay, you got to cut to 1.
Hey, let's run down how both of these teams made it to this point. And in the first round, Claremore was matched up with Tulsa Memorial. It was a 10-0 win for the Zebras from Claremore. In that win, Kelley defeated Tahlequah 6-1 there in the first round. And in the quarterfinals, we saw Bishop Kelley with the 3-1 win over Cassia Hall, and Claremore knocking off the Lady Tigers from Coweta 3-1 in the semis, which has all taken place during this week. Kelley with the 1-0 win over Oklahoma City McGinnis, and Claremore the 2-1 victory over Oklahoma City Heritage Hall. And this is a game between these two sides that is a rematch of last year's state Class A final game, in which a lot of people felt like that Bishop Kelley outplayed Claremore, yet just could not capitalize on their opportunities and ended up falling 1-0 in overtime. And this has been a game that the majority of everyone who is a Bishop Kelley fan and also a Claremore fan has pointed to as kind of being a rematch upon the horizon between these two teams. Ellie Chappell had said that it was in their mind every single day, according to the Tulsa World, and she talked about the word redemption being thrown around quite a bit. And tonight they have their opportunity. The Comets coming in at 13-5, one step away from conquering those demons after knocking off Oklahoma City McGinnis at home on Tuesday night. That was a team that they had beat previously 5-0 way back on March 30th. They've won 9 straight matches. They have outscored opponents during that stretch by an unbelievable margin. As a matter of fact, 59-2 in that process. And their only losses this season coming against teams from Class 6A. So, almost set for the matchup here this evening as these two teams are being introduced down on the field. And it will be a moment in time that they will not soon forget, an opportunity to create dreams for the rest of their lives. We've got lots of different talking points to dive into during the match coming up this evening, and don't go anywhere because we will be here throughout most of the night, because as soon as the first matchup wraps up, we have the boys Class 5A state championship game as well, which will take place directly here on the pitch as soon as the girls wrap up and we have the trophy ceremony. I want to thank again everyone for tuning in to the broadcast this evening. I am Jeremy Poplin, and throughout tonight's broadcast, we will bring you replays of most highlights that we can bring for you, and also, too, we'll be able to interact with you through social media. I know that's one thing that has become a staple to local broadcasts is the social media, and we'll be able to chat with you live here on the broadcast. Claremore, speaking of teams that have had incredible seasons, is one step away from repeating as state champions in Class 5A. And we've got to go back to their semifinal against Heritage Hall and what was described as maybe somewhat of a lucky goal ended up being the game winner. Brianna Farmer, on a throw-in from the sideline, actually bounced off of a defender and went into the back of the net. That own goal is what propelled Claremore to lead 2-0 at half and ultimately ended up being the game winner in their 2-1 victory. It was a 2-hour bus ride for the Lady Zebras, who are that much closer to accomplishing their goal of getting back-to-back state championships. Heritage Hall did get a late goal in that game, but they still managed to come up short, and the Lady Zebras are now 17-1 here on the season. We are going to pause for a few moments as we get set for the moment of silence, and then also our national anthem here live from the University of Tulsa Stadium before we get set for the Class 5A state championships here for the Lady Zebras from Claremore and also the Lady Comets from Bishop Kelley.
Thank you. And now we ask that you please remain standing and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Nice round of applause for the playing of our national anthem here from the University of Tulsa. We'll see lots of collegiate talent on the field coming up this evening between these two teams, and just a couple of the college commitments here off the top for the Bishop Kelley Lady Comets. University of Mississippi, Ramsey Davis committed there. The midfielder scored 2 goals so far on the season, has had 5 assists and 11 points. Brooke Sugart, the University of Central Oklahoma, along with Katie Gassaway. Both of those are defenders. Now, Brooke has 2 goals on the season, along with 4 points. Jaden Chapman, the defender midfielder, has signed with the University of Tulsa with 2 goals. Meredith Wilson, University of Central Oklahoma as well, with 2 goals on the season. And Ellie Chappell with 5 goals. The defender has signed with Sam Houston and Maggie Ertl. 17 goals on the season. She will be a focal point this evening. 36 points total for her as she is headed to Arkansas State. And then we cannot forget Madison Tokarczyk, who has 8 goals, 13 assists, and 29 points on the season for the University of Tulsa. 2 goalkeepers tonight for Bishop Kelley is Mackenzie Lewis and also Alexis Shealy. Now, Mackenzie Lewis has faced 95 shots, has only allowed 11 goals so far in 17 games. She has a goal against average of just a little over a half with 10 clean sheets on the evening. That's 6 goals, 0.6 goals allowed per game, 13 wins, 5 losses, 80 goals for Bishop Kelley, and only 14 goals allowed on the season. Goals per game average is right around 4.5, so incredible display of offense for Bishop Kelley so far this season. We're getting close to the start of this one, and buckle in and get ready for what should be a great championship game between these two teams. Thank everyone on the camera crew tonight for making sure that we get all the shots, and the production team as well here on BKTV.live. And we are officially underway from the University of Tulsa. Claremore in their white jerseys. All white will be moving from left to right. And Bishop Kelley in the red kits. And we'll find out who sets the pace here with a bit of possession here in the early going. And here's Bella Lusk with an early ball played through to the back, and this will find it's all the way back to the keeper, so no imminent danger there on the early through ball. And now the Comets will start from the back. Long searching ball forward, played through the center of the pitch. There's a runner that is close to there, but the central defender comes over and cleans that ball up. That's Brooke Sugart. Or handed to Cassidy. Take that ball away. Here comes Claremore. Good bit of battling back there. On the defensive side has resulted here in a free kick near midfield. Looking centrally, knocked down. Comes away with it. There's the first shot attempt that is on frame, and it's knocked down there from the keeper. It was a good attempt from the outside. It was a well-driven ball. That was from Maggie Ertl from her forward position, and the senior decided to test the keeper early and knocked down there. There was not a follow-up on it, and the keeper had plenty of time to hop on top of that one and settle it. There's Ertl battling, and will be called for a foul there near midfield. A little bit of a contact as Carly Robinson rolls down the senior. Just inside the center circle now for Claremore. And the referee will now point to the opposite side of the circle, just to the right. Options here for Lauren Chancellor. As Skylar Muncie to her right and plays this one directly down the center of the pitch, just off the backside of one of the defenders' heads. And keeper has this one and thought about the quick early outlet pass, but decided against it. Had Katie Gassaway there to the outside. Batted around, ball kept in the air. Finally brought down now, just outside the center circle with Meredith Wilson. Long ball played in over the top now. Running onto it is Ertl. Unable to get a good first touch on that one. And a foul called there towards the center of the pitch. Second foul there on the Comets. And they will go short. Here's Skylar Muncie. Cuts back to the inside, ball still on her foot. Pass to the center of the pitch, one touch there, and the defender in the right place. Left-footed pass out to Karchik. Ertl turns, looks, tries to go wide with it. Had some options there. Just could not get that ball to play through on the diagonal ball forward.
Another throw in for Claremore.
To the far side of the field on the throw in, it's Lainey Nichols, freshman defender. Switching fields now and on the run here for Claremore, and just can't get there before it trickles out over the touchline.
Throw in for Bishop Kelley.
Good run there from Sarah LaValle that just couldn't get to it in enough time. Results in a throw-in now deep for Bishop Kelley and Katie Gassaway. Ertl comes back to collect. Plays this one back towards midfield. Lusk looking for Ertl. Good job there by the defender to hug up tight on Ertl and not allow her to have any type of space and be able to turn. And good use of the width of the field here. To the outside on the touchline. Good give and go. Heels on the touchline there. Was able to turn and use, and just unlucky. Good ball from Muncie. Just unable to get there as Claremore here in the early going. Challenge comes up from the backside on Muncie. And a throw in now.
Throw in for
This is
Blake
Gassaway all the way up off the back line. Ertl from the corner of the 18 turns, plays the ball across the box, just outside the edge now. Trying to leave there for Ertl, and we have another foul. This will be the third on Bishop Kelley. And Claremore elects to go with the early ball. This one comes off Jaden Chapman. There in the center of the defense. And a giveaway to Karchik. Has that one off the deflection. Here comes Muncie. To the outside, LaValle. Has her hands full, pulls back. Good battle there near midfield. And Claremore comes away. Time here from Muncie. Tries to look centrally. Unlucky there for her. Right now, Claremore is trying to establish the middle of the pitch here and has put several of their forward balls in the vicinity there of Jenna Brown. Who has been located mainly there centrally near the back line of the Bishop Kelley defense. Good bit of fight there from Claremore to win that one, but a giveaway here in the midfield to the middle third now. Possession looking for Ertl. Has it now, turns and faces up. Ertl with a diagonal ball that just couldn't make it through. Was looking for that diagonal run on the outside. It was the right idea as Maddie Garrison, the minute that Ertl tried to turn and look, saw that diagonal run that was available there inside the box. Just it was going to be a high percentage pass to get that to fall through and just couldn't do it. Down the line now. Good battle here, and the assistance flag is up. Throw in now for the Lady Zebras from Claremore. Here's Heron. Out wide now, finds Meredith Wilson. Aaron now misplays that one, but no harm. And then a misplaced ball there from Ellie Chappell.
Throwing Claremore.
As the throw in for Claremore now. Well, most of the possession here in the early going has been from Bishop Kelley. And there's Muncie, who maybe took one too many touches, and we'll see if Bishop Kelley can capitalize on it. And coming back from the midfield spot is Chancellor to clean that play up and allow the defense a time to reset. And here's the throw in now. Cross in the box, defender got a piece of it, just enough to send it out of the danger area. Ball played down the middle, and now here's Jenna Brown running onto that ball. Ball played in over the top. Can Brown get there in enough time? And no. Job there from the keeper. Giveaway near midfield. Here's Malsby. Malsby now has plenty of space. Looks to just dump that one towards the center of the defense. And Jaden Chapman has been the main defender in that central spot that has had to deal with most of those through balls. She's had several times to settle and turn, and now we have a foul up. Here's some of the fans unhappy with that call, as just a good physical play on Ertl. Results in a free kick. Chappell now. Referee moving the two-man wall back. See where Chappell wants to place this one. Inside the box, Ertl was there. A header just off the top, and the keeper, no hesitation whatsoever, comes out and is able to collect this one and turn away the Bishop Kelley threat here in the first half. Jenna Brown was in the vicinity for a moment, unable to settle that one. Ball played forward from Katie Gassaway. Here in the midfield now is Kedzier. And Jenna just tad bit heavy off the boot there to allow Jenna to catch up with it. There's Brown. Oh, shoulder from behind, no call there. Referee says play on. Trying to spray out wide. Muncie has her hands full here. Throw in for Bishop Kelley. See if they take advantage of it quickly. Tokarczyk leaves for Gassaway. Down the line, stepping in front of that one is LaValle. Up past the halfway line. Claremore fans a bit upset due to that call. Free kick now coming up as the fouls have probably getting close to evening out here. Chappell almost in the exact same position as before. Last time she was looking for Ertl. Ertl now does a curling run. And they'll send this one more towards the back post. Cardwell has been tested here early. Foul from behind now. That'll be on Meredith Wilson. Kedzier standing over tearing over the top of the two-person wall. Header comes off over the byline, and this will result in a corner now for Claremore. So an opportunity here now for the Lady Zebras. Still looking for our first goal on the evening. This will be Kedzier.
Corner kick for Claremore. Coming into the game for Claremore, number 19, Brianna Farmer, replacing number 18.
We have a sub, Brianna Farmer, on for LaValle. Farmer's the junior midfielder. Five people inside the box with the sixth hanging out around the 18. The ball comes directly to Jenna Brown, who had an opportunity, and off of the deflection, a corner now to the opposite side.
Another corner for
a well-hit ball from Kedzier. Gave Brown the opportunity. And now Molesby, the captain. Right-footed in-swinger, and that one is well behind the crossbar. And the Bishop Kelley defense turns away the threat from the Lady Zebras. Comets looking for some possession here. Laney Nichols settles. Good ball on the ground forward. Looking for Brown. Jenna has her head up, looks down the touchline. Good ball there, and an even better run from Malsby. Malsby was playing there close to the center of the pitch and made that diagonal run, and as soon as you saw Brown with her head up there, that's when you saw Malsby turn and make that run, and this foul just inside the touchline now. Not quite in a straight line from the corner of the 18, but about a yard inside where the touchline goes, just down from the BK bench. That is a fantastic camera shot from behind, a great angle. Left-footed ball played in towards the penalty spot. Defender got a header on it. It skipped off the side, and an opportunity on the backside. And they're going to say last touch there by the Lady Zebras. See there at Colin Manning 76 sends in a tweet, says let's go Comets, take state. Brown just unable to get there, but she has been one of the focal points so far for the Lady Zebras. She can find some space with that ball. There's a good ball played in the center circle. Tries to play out wide there. On the wide run from Lusk. Has to settle and bring it back. Good ball splitting in the defenders. Lusk missed with her first touch, but fortunate there is Ertl. Good battle there, out wide. Ertl now with a lot of contact. Referee says play on there. It's a ball that's played deep, no harm. Good use of the width here. Head up and a long ball played. Cardwell has that one. Angle on that ball was going to be difficult for Kedzier to get to. There's Brown settling. Will keep the ball on her boot. And she was met there by a host of defenders. Here's a shot from distance, and that one just over the top of the bar. That was a well-driven ball from Kedzier there in the center of the pitch, and now we'll have some subs coming up for Claremore and Bishop Kelley. On is Macy Green.
For Bishop Kelley.
On for Julia Teeter. And Bishop Kelley
Bella Lusk.
subs in Madeline Barone. And Lusk will catch a breather. Throw in on the far side. Touch there over the defender. Has some runs taking place to the outside, and the defender does a good job to shut down that penetration there from the BK offense. Comes to Erdl. Erdl has a play to the outside. Well played ball on the ground. Defender's going to cut down the angle and then shield off just in enough time, and that creates a goal kick. Lainey Nichols there on the outside. As we'll have another sub here for Bishop Kelley. Ramsey Davis making her first appearance.
Ramsey Davis coming in for Bishop Kelley.
Here's the goal kick from the Claremore end of the field. Brought down by Bishop Kelley. A throw in now. Ramsey Davis was trying to use that long stride to her advantage there on the run, on the throw in towards the byline. Earl just kind of holding up play there. Stepping in front is Claremore. And there from the holding mid spot, playing that ball back to Gassaway, and now the build-up. And here on the touchline, the assistant's flag is up.
And
a nearly missed opportunity there. Here's Kedzier on the dead run. Pushes to the outside of the defender. Kedzier still ball on her foot. Inside the box. Sliding down on that attempt. Keeper has the front post covered. And now the assistant was pointing. Said that ball actually went over the byline, so a corner now coming up for Claremore. Kedzier with a full head of steam decided she was going to take on the defender. And just one little push to the outside, one touch, was able to get to the edge and got inside the box, but good help defense and able to shut down what was an impressive dribble inside the box. There's a line drive directly into the front post defender. Claremore has to play back. Bishop Kelley now trying to push forward and off of the deflection. Nice step over move there to the outside. Still on the foot there. Some speed there from Davis.
Jackie Fernandez entering the game.
Jackie Fernandez will be the substitute. Her first appearance this evening. On for Meredith Wilson. Driven ball there directly at the post. Courtney Caldwell does well. Sends this one skyward. To Karchik. Off of the header. Finds Ramsey. Ball played in, comes off the defender. Keeper analyzes. Has it easily. That's 2 plays in a row now where Tokarczyk has been able to get on that service forward off the punt. Muncie knocks this one down, and then searching ball, doesn't find an offensive player. 2 players come together, no communication there from Claremore. Gassaway directly in front of the Claremore bench.
Kelley.
That was Erdl trying to turn, and now referee wants Erdl to back off just a tad bit. Was a bit late coming in there from behind on the physical tackle. 16 minutes left here in the first half. Still scoreless in the Class 5A Girls State Championship here from the University of Tulsa. Assistant points in the direction of Claremore. Malsby has to retrieve that one, and we'll leave it now for the freshman, Muncie. Brown with the nice first touch there, and assistant pointing and saying that Brown was running over the back of the defender there, and that will be a free kick coming up for Bishop Kelley. Both teams have been limited in their opportunities on goal. What was a game that was seemingly dominated by possession from Bishop Kelley early has changed a bit. Claremore has had more of the ball recently than what they did in the first 5 to 7 minutes of this game. Looking for the long ball for Brown. Can Brown run onto it? She gets 2 there, and a great job by the central defender. That was Chapman that got just enough of that to knock Brown off the ball. May not have been the prettiest, but it was at least effective to not allow Brown that one touch and have an opportunity on goal. 2 subs now for Claremore.
Along with Sarah Valley.
This is Teeter.
And for Claremore.
And also LaValle.
And in for the Lady Comets.
Looks like we'll have a few more subs coming up for the Lady Comets here in just a moment as well. Settled. Coming back to retrieve it. And then dumped in over the top of the back line, and maybe Tokarczyk should have held onto that one for a little bit more. Had plenty of space in front of her. Have a foul here just outside the center circle now in favor of the Lady Zebras. Kedzier. Sends that left-footed ball into the box. Brown was in the vicinity and then cleared out of play, giving the defense a chance to reset here. That's Stotler. There's Michael Hoover watching in from Kissimmee, Florida.
Bringing up another throw-in for Claremore.
Carly Robinson unable to link up on her pass. Baroni somehow able to keep that one in. Ball still on her foot, battling between two defenders, and then the third comes over, and finally playing off of the freshman, Muncie, and her hard work is paid off with a corner now coming up, and a sub getting set to come on for the Lady Comets.
Re-entering the game for
This will be Bella Lusk. Still waiting to see who the sub is going to be.
With Lady Comets.
This will be Chappell, who will get set to bring this one in from the corner. As Lusk trots into the box. Chappell has the ball set. Off the in-swinger towards the penalty area. Good job of being cleared out there. Still a chance here for Bishop Kelley to bring this ball down, and a throw in to the opposite side.
Throw in for Bishop Kelley.
Ramsey Davis. Up 10 minutes to go in the first half. Both of these teams looking to potentially strike before halftime. Well, there's been zero hesitation from Cardwell at all tonight. She has been quick to come off of her line. Another long ball looking for Brown. Racing to the corner now is Stotler. And Stotler will put this one into the student section. Sub coming up now as Ertl at the next opportunity will have a chance. The throw in for Claremore. Ertl will be the next one coming in. Stotler now has some time, plays centrally. Out wide for the freshman Muncie. Muncie turns, fires towards the center. Defender coming up off the back line has it. That was Chappell. And now Lusk with a long ball forward, looking on a dead run here. Has Garrison. Garrison turns, faces up, cuts to the inside with the right-footed shot. That one on the curler, just to the opposite side of the post. So good build-up all the way from the back there for the Lady Comets. And it results in a scoring chance there. And now here comes Maggie Ertl. Back on for Bishop Kelley. Of course, Ertl has 17 goals on the season. He's headed to Arkansas State. Bishop Kelley looking to avenge last year's state championship loss to this very same Claremore Zebra team. Claremore looking for the back-to-back championships. And I will give Claremore credit for the way that they have attacked Ertl, and you've even seen a bit of a retaliation on the earlier foul from Ertl. Maybe a bit of frustration from how they've been playing her. They have not allowed her very much space at all. They had a few opportunities for her to turn and face with the ball on her foot. Brown tries to go wide, but cleaned up from the back line. A giveaway there near midfield. Good battle, finds Claremore winning it back one more time. Brown running on from behind and cleared out of play from Katie Gassaway. And Claremore will take advantage with 2 more subs.
Claremore. Re-entering the game for the Lady Zebras.
It's Malsby
10, Lena Malsby.
on for Green.
Number 19, Brianna Farmer.
And Brianna Farmer. Farmer immediately off the sub will have the long throw. Deep inside the box, the header there comes off of one of the defenders. Falls immediately to her foot. Here's Lusk. Lusk was trying to work around what would have been one defender in Major.
Throw in for Claremore.
Or excuse me, Malsby. Muncie. Brown finds it. Good challenge there. And then some extracurricular as Chappell comes up to take Brown off the ball. Referee will come over, and you can see there as Jenna Brown has a word with the official there, kind of stating her case. Never hurts just to let him know. Always put that bit of doubt in the back of his mind. He backs Malsby about 5 yards the opposite direction. You can hear the student section for Bishop Kelley chanting there on the far sideline. The ball's played directly in front of them. Good sign of support here from the Bishop Kelley student section. Under 5 here in the first half. There's a foul near midfield. Claremore coaching staff pushing people forward. This will be Chancellor. 4 people inside the box for Claremore. Long driven ball comes directly at the keeper and has to touch it just over the top of the crossbar. It took a hop in front of her. And just to play it safe there, Mackenzie Lewis decides to send it over the crossbar and gives up a corner now to the far sideline. On the corner, well-driven ball. Can't find anyone on the backside. And still now a long throw attempt for Farmer with 3:30 to go in the first half. It's quite the advantage for Claremore with the long throw in. Over the touchline one more time. Farmer retreats back over the track here, has it. Long throw one more time, takes one hop in the center of the box. And now Bishop Kelley with a chance to clear, and 2 players get in the way of each other. Good deflection there on the opportunity from the outside. That was Chancellor who saw that opening and was going to have a go. Bishop Kelley finds themselves packed all the way in, back over the half line, and there was a bit of a bunching there and didn't have anyone forward.
Game for the Lady Comets.
We'll keep an eye on Chancellor as well, who came up a bit hobbled for a second. Looks like she's okay. Fernandez. Ball bounces back to her. Driven ball to the backside. Defender has to turn. Does Nichols. Knowing she had a player on the backside. Unable to get a full clearance, and there's a shot. 25 to 30 yards out. On frame from Tokarczyk. .90 left. Can one of these teams muster one last push here before half? Out wide. Freshman comes over to challenge, results in a corner now. That was Gasaway working on Muncie. We'll leave here for Chapel. Boy, would the Comets like to strike. Skips off, and Chancellor will have to run onto it, unable to do much with it at all. Another throw in with 30 seconds left. It's Meredith Wilson. Finds Garrison. Garrison falls down, and this will be a free kick now for Claremore. And that should end the first half here from TU. Well, in the state championship game, you wouldn't have it any other way. Between these two teams, scoreless. Bishop Kelley began dominating some of the possession here in the first half, and Claremore was able to fight back like the defending champions that they are. And at halftime here at the University of Tulsa, we are scoreless, as both teams will now have an opportunity to make some adjustments here at halftime and find out who wants it more coming up here in the second half.
The yellow rope. If you are in behind the end zone on the east side, on the track, please move behind the rope. For those of you here on the home side, the west side, if you are not behind the fenced area and you're down on the track,
Hi, I'm Mary Chris Revard from the class of 2014, and I am excited to introduce the BK family to Gateway Mortgage Group. Gateway Mortgage is Oklahoma's largest independent mortgage company and employs over 1,000 people across the country. Everything Gateway does revolves around their core value of being passionate about strengthening families. When you need a mortgage company for the next place you will call home, consider Gateway Mortgage Group, where we close loans on time, every time.
All right, welcome back to the University of Tulsa. Jeremy Poplin here, as we are in the midst of the Class 5A state championship game between the Lady Zebras from Claremore and the Lady Comets from Bishop Kelley here at the University of Tulsa. Action-packed in both, or from both sides, and then in the early going, it looked like Bishop Kelley was the one that was kind of setting the tone here with owning most of the possession. And then somewhere in the vicinity of about 10 minutes in, you started to see Claremore really make a push of trying to play the ball centrally, especially right down the middle of the pitch, trying to link up with Jenna Brown, and she has been one of the more focal points for the offensive attack for Claremore here in the first half. Several opportunities with her back to the goal, receiving that ball, and then trying to distribute out to each individual side. They've also been making an attempt to play in over the top of the back line of Bishop Kelley and let her run onto the ball, but the back line has so far stood the test and the challenge that is Miss Brown here this evening, and they have kept her off of the scoreboard here in the first half. On the Bishop Kelley side, you saw towards the end of the first half that they were getting packed in on their own defensive end a little bit much, and then when they tried to play the ball out, there wasn't anyone that was up past the halfway line to come back and receive that ball and start the build-up. And the opportunities that they did have, though, you saw them build from the back, be able to spread out wide, especially here on the left-hand wing side, play that ball down the channel, and that's where most of the effective play from Bishop Kelley has come. Ertl has been pretty much bottled up here in the first half. They've been very physical with her. They have not allowed her any space to be able to turn once she receives the ball, and that's where the midfield has to step up if you're Bishop Kelley to give her more options to be able to play the ball back and out to each individual side. We got some replays for you here, and we'll see some of the action coming up here from the first half and opportunities from both teams, and we'll see this long ball here and there again, automatically trying to find Ertl there in the center of the pitch. Here she is with her first attempt, and it came off. The keeper did well there, even though off of the deflection. Here's one of the free kicks from also in the first half. Again, Ertl there in the box, just narrowly missed the header, and Caldwell comes up off of her line to be able to turn this one away. And to the opposite side, here's Kedzier. Header goes off to the side over the byline, and that would have resulted in a corner that was also turned away. Here's Kedzier one more time using that left towards the penalty spot, and that was the missed opportunity there on the backside from Brianna Farmer, who just misplaced that one. And there's Kedzier's attempt, and that one just narrowly missed over the crossbar by about 2 inches, but not afraid to have a go. And this is that long ball through the middle that we were talking about with Brown, and a good job from the defender to come over to get just a piece of it, and that's all that it takes sometimes to allow your defense to reset. And then here on the dead run, an opportunity that goes just to the opposite side. That was Maddie Garrison who received that ball. Back for Lauren Chancellor. And on this free kick, you'll see as the ball approaches inside the box, not much as far as runs are concerned, and that's the tap over there from Mackenzie Lewis. And it was one of those weird one-hops directly in front of her, and she did the best that she could. And then we can see some of the physical action that was taking place here in the first half. As you saw there, several foul calls from both teams, and some of the fouls have really kind of evened out here in the first half so far at the University of Tulsa. So that was a look at some of the action from the first half here between these two teams as we get set for the second half kickoff coming up here in a minute. Still scoreless between Claremore and the Lady Comets from Bishop Kelley. And we'll find out what the second half holds for us coming up next here live from the University of Tulsa. I want to thank everyone for tuning in this evening. Don't forget, you can follow along not only here on the live stream, but we want to push you towards Twitter as well. BKTV Live, at BKTV Live. We want to hear your comments. We want to know where you're watching the game from. We had a gentleman check in from Kissimmee, Florida earlier. Where are you watching this game from this evening? And we'll be able to give you a shout-out here live on the air as you take in the Class 5A State Championship. Don't worry as well, we're not done after this one. We've got one more contest coming up from the University of Tulsa this evening, and that is on the boys' side, which should be a very physical game between Bishop Kelley and East Central, both of these teams from the Tulsa area. And both of them had to go on long bus trips to get here in the previous week in the semifinals. And, of course, Bishop Kelley coming in from Woodward, and their great performance there in that 3+ hour bus ride to the western side of the state. So, again, at BKTV Live, send in your comments and tell us where you're watching from tonight in soccer on a beautiful Friday evening from the University of Tulsa. We'll lay out here for a few moments, and we'll be back coming up here in just a few moments as we get set for the second half kickoff live from the University of Tulsa. Thank you for tuning in this evening.
I'm Mary Chris Revard from the class of 2014, and I am excited to introduce the BK family to Gateway Mortgage Group. Gateway Mortgage is Oklahoma's largest independent mortgage company and employs over 1,000 people across the country. Everything Gateway does revolves around their core value of being passionate about strengthening families. When you need a mortgage company for the next place you will call home, consider Gateway Mortgage Group, where we close loans on time, every time.
All right, welcome back as we get set for second half action as these two teams will swap ends. Scoreless. University of Tulsa, Class 5A Girls State Championship. Both teams having opportunities in the first half, unable to capitalize, and this one,
right,
you can
fans, are you
feel
ready for the second
the
half of
intensity
the
picking up
5A
here.
Girls State Soccer Championship.
And as we said, closing out the first half, now is the time we will find out exactly who wants this one more. Lady Zebras at 17-1 on the season. Bishop Kelley at 13-5. And exactly how you would expect a game like this. Here's a long ball. Can Ertl run onto it? Keeper is going to come off of her line and get there just in the nick of time. A little bit of contact there, but that's just the momentum that's coming through. And Caldwell is down. Courtney, the senior, came out in a hurry, and you can see the referee there welcoming on, and we'll see the replay here. It was a long ball from the back line on a dead run from Ertl. And Caldwell out right there. And it was not any intentional contact whatsoever. It was just her momentum that was carrying her forward. But a very well played ball and good recognition there from the back line to see that Ertl had some space in front of her to be able to run onto that ball. And just couldn't get there in enough time, but it was the right idea. And here in the early going, that's the first opportunity on goal that Bishop Kelley has had in quite a few moments. And now we will turn our attention to Cardwell and hope that she is okay, as the athletic trainers are out there checking to make sure that she's okay. And this is one of those areas where you are thankful to have the medical crew that's on hand to make sure that she's okay. Shot there of some of the Bishop Kelley players that are gathered there in the center of the pitch, and now they will head over to the sidelines to check in.
The injured player for Claremore is Courtney Cardwell.
Cardwell is up. That is a good sign. Training staff still making sure, going through all the checks. She's going to walk a little gingerly, and now they've got both arms wrapped around her as they walk towards the byline. And from the looks of it, we're going to have a change here for Claremore. And Katie Jo Mosley will now make her way on in a state championship situation.
Game for Claremore, Katie Jo Mosley.
And the fans gave Katie a big round of applause as she made her way on, and you can see her teammates coming over to greet her. That's Chancellor. Met her directly in midfield, and now receiving instructions. As what a moment to come in off of the bench. Gives a little fist bump there, and now we'll work her way over to where the ball is, and this will be a free kick coming up for Claremore. Referee doing a good job now of explaining exactly the situation. You can see Muncie is in there along with LaValle, Nichols, and Chancellor as well. And let's hope that the captain, Courtney Cardwell, is okay. Still receiving some attention behind the goal. Now the referee goes to the captain for Bishop Kelley. And now we are set and ready to go. Chancellor from her own box. Forward towards midfield. Headed on and then slammed back from Stotler down the far wing. Into the box. Towards the byline. And Muncie cutting off the angle there from Gasaway. Thought that Gasaway might try to step over or at least pull back and stop a little bit of the momentum to allow Muncie to run by, but give the freshman, or excuse me, give the senior defender credit. There's Gasaway now with the corner, and she will leave this one.
For Bishop Kelley.
Chappell, who has taken the majority of the corners here for Bishop Kelley here in the first half as the student section comes to life. With the in-swinger towards the back post. It's there. Oh, the defender did a great job of clearing that one off the back line. And the ball out of danger for the moment. And then an attempt from distance just to the left of the post. But I believe that was Chancellor who saved the day there for the Lady Zebras as she headed that one out of the box. So the pressure is starting to mount here for the Lady Zebras. And their own defensive third. Here's another giveaway. Spray to the outside. Gasaway now towards the byline. Crosses it back towards the penalty spot. A player is there. Oh, an amazing save from Katie Jo Mosley, who just came on. And Mosley came off of her line and was able to turn away the Comet offense. As Chancellor goes over to give her some congratulations. And put in the game just moments ago. She was called into action and so far has the save of the game. Claremore's having a difficult time. This is their first foray near midfield, and then a giveaway as Fernandez now looking for Gasaway to the outside, unable to get it past the midfielder. Fernandez continues to fight. Throw in now for Claremore. Muncie.
Throw in for Claremore. Another throw in.
You see the crowd that's gathered there on the far side. Nice group of fans that have shown up here for this early evening match and immediately called into action. There are the fans.
Throw in for Lady Comets.
Head on a swivel when you're sitting that close to the pitch. Claremore's got to find a way to be able to settle this ball near midfield. You could see the idea there from Jenna Brown, who was trying to head that ball to a teammate, but might have been better to try to settle and bring it down. There's another probe into the box. Gasaway and off of Skylar Muncie for the corner.
Corner kick.
Boy, Katie Gasaway has been giving Claremore fits over there on the far wing. And this is another corner now coming up for Ellie Chapel. All the momentum in the world now is resting with Bishop Kelley. Left-footed ball into the box. Referee pointing in the direction of Claremore as Mosley got hit in the back. She went down to the pitch and she's okay. There's lots of contact there in the box, and ultimately Zebras will have the free kick here. We'll have a sub at the next opportunity for Claremore as Brianna Farmer will make her way back. Molesby battling there now with Stotler. Throw in.
Lady Comets.
There's Ertl, turns with the left, sends it there, and it's in the side of the net, and Ertl has scored.
That's a goal from Maddie Ertl.
And it was just a matter of time. You could feel that one coming for the Lady Comets. And Ertl off of the throw, and you'll see the replay here. Here's the throw in, and watch Ertl. In the screen right there, does a lovely job of shielding off, uses the left, and just enough. Almost a chip there into the side of the net. And Ertl has scored, and when you need it the most, your big-time players end up stepping up in a big way. 18 goals on the season now for Maggie. And she has given her Lady Comets a lead here in the second half. Kinsey Lewis has this one. He's in the 33rd minute for the goal. Seems like Claremore had been resting on their heels for the majority of the second half, and maybe this will now settle them in a bit here. From midfield, Molesby. There's too many red shirts for Molesby to be able to contend with. Here's Brown. Brown with her back. One touch to the outside of the defender. Defender comes through and slides through for the nice tackle there. That's Jaden Chapman. And Brown is on the ground for a moment. Teammate tries to help her up. Looks like that she's okay. There's Kedzier. Came over to help Brown up.
Throw in for Claremore.
Chapman had a perfectly timed tackle there. And now the dangerous Brianna Farmer. You can see the Bishop Kelley defenders surround Brown there, and 4 of them converged on her as they tried to link up on the long throw. Outlet here, and one more time, here's Gassaway, still on her foot. Oh, lots of contact there, and that'll be a foul on Muncie, who just planted her shoulder directly into Gassaway. And a dangerous spot now for Claremore, who cannot afford to trail by 2 as we get set to have 31 minutes remaining. As the wall set, 4 players inside the box. Here's the service. Chancellor got up in the air. There's one shot that was deflected down. And finally out of the area. Brown leaves. This is Kedzier. Boy, you give a lot of credit there to Meredith Wilson for using her shoulder and leaning into number 14, Kedzier there. Sometimes it doesn't take much. Just a little bump. Throw in here. And Claremore still unable to hang on to this one near midfield. As Gasaway to the outside. And tad bit heavy there from Madison, and now we'll have some subs. This will be Bella Lusk back on for Maddie Garrison.
Re-entering for the Lady Comets.
Lusk was very effective in the first half for the Lady Comets. Chancellor's ball. And wides there from Stotler to allow that one to make its way out of bounds. Lady Nichols doing a good job to come up and win that ball and sends it forward for Teeter. Wilson quick to the challenge to give a Claremore throw-in now near midfield. Muncie now one more time. Ballsby. Easy play there for Lewis, who quickly sends this one forward. Not many red shirts in the vicinity. Farmer for Kedzier. Nice ball from Nichols. On the run, and Malsby had that one just touched away for a moment. It's still a chance here on the wing from Farmer. Ball in the air, comes down inside the arc now. Trying to step over there is Malsby. Leaves the option back. There's a shot from distance as Chandler decided to have a go from way out. Well over the top of the bar. And a goal kick now for the Lady Comets. Lauren Chancellor using that size to her advantage. It was a poorly played ball up the middle directly to the center defender, and Jenna Brown kind of put both of her hands out, wanted a little bit better of a service. Too much there for Lusk to be able to run onto. Now Chancellor has to run all the way back in order to take this goal kick.
Throw in for the Ladies Hebrews.
Good play there from Heron. Ertl hit the deck right around the 18-yard box. Bishop Kelley is, their percentage is trying to look for Brown there. Bishop Kelley's percentage as far as getting the first touch on balls in the air has to be in the 70% range.
Throw in Claremore.
This is Farmer. Typically she's looking for Brown, but they go short to Malsby. Malsby's ball that's driven. No danger there whatsoever for Mackenzie Lewis. Sub here for Bishop Kelley.
Checking in for Kelley at this time.
Barone makes her way back on. Good job by the mid, battling back for Bishop Kelley. Boy, there's lots of contact, and that'll be a yellow card on Ertl, and she will be sent off. And it was a shove in the back as Lauren Chancellor
Ramsey Davis checking in now for Kelley.
was in a battle for that one. So the goal scored now is off on the replay. And you can see there of why the yellow was awarded, using the shoulder and the forearm there. Well-driven ball. Chancellor up off the back line, and watch how far that she's pushing forward. That'll be something to keep an eye on. They have shifted Muncie, excuse me, when Chancellor goes forward, and we'll see how much they continue to do that for Claremore to try to create something offensively. Lusk had her hand up, calling for that one. Unlucky there. And then a takeaway near midfield. Good battle there. Dekorchek comes away. Claremore defender doing her best on Lusk. This will be a sub now for Bishop Kelley.
Lexi Shealy, number 16, checking in, along with number 10.
This will be Shealy on her first appearance, and Maddie Garrison back on. And coming off is Gassaway, whose work rate there on the far wing was pretty special for the Lady Comets, especially early here in the second half. Handled easily there by Mosley. Long ball and a chance for Shealy to run onto it. Mosley to the edge of the box. And here comes Bishop Kelley. Oh, just a tumble. Unlucky there. Molesby. Some space, and will play wide, looking for Brown to run onto it. Brown trying to get around one defender. And Chapman has been a thorn in the side of Brown for the majority of this game. Bishop Kelley comes away here down the near touchline. Ramsey Davis. Muncie stepped up from that center spot as they have shifted Chancellor more in an offensive role. Claremore's got a little over 21 minutes to try to find an equalizer. but have not had much here in the second half as far as opportunities or possession in their offensive third. There's a ball that's not cleared very well. An opportunity here. Shot from the outside. Sheely didn't get as much on it as she wanted to. Macy Green, the senior,
coming in for
Malsby.
Number 24, Kate Gassaway, along with number 33.
Gassaway's
Alice
break
Heron.
was not that long. Alice Heron. With the Comets leading 1-0. Nichols finds Brown. Brown's ball, Chancellor now. And I believe that might be a corner, and it will. Came off of Heron. Chancellor immediately was pointing to the corner. LaValle has went to the far side of the field for the Zebras as they get set for a corner. Brown puts both hands on top of the head. Missed opportunity there for the Lady Zebras.
Bella Lusk.
As we have 19 minutes remaining here. Lusk back on. Bishop Kelley turned away near midfield.
Throw in for Kelley.
There's Brown harassed by Chapman. Handled well from Muncie in the air. And now running onto it is Kedzier. Malsby. There's too many shots from distance here for Claremore. And that should give credit to what Bishop Kelley has done defensively here, because even in that instance when Malsby turned and was face up towards the goal, even 30 yards out, still had 2 or 3 defenders in front of her. Here's Lusk. Lusk just tries to slip it in there. Unlucky there. Looking for Ramsey Davis. Saw Jackie Fernandez get to that ball.
Throw in for Claremore.
I have 2 more subs for Bishop Kelley at the next opportunity. Foul there.
Throw in for Claremore.
This will be Kedzier. Referee wants to move the ball about a foot to the right. Kedzier inside the box. Not enough there for Brown. Falls to a Lady Zebra, unable to do anything with it. And here comes Lusk. Lusk now with the head up. This too much as Muncie cuts down the ball. And now the sub for Bishop Kelley. 15 minutes remaining.
Maggie Erdl returning for Kelley. Also checking in.
Erdl back on for Bishop Kelley. Trying to look for movement. Claremore comes away with it. There's Brown. Can Brown split the defenders? No, she cannot. Ellie Chappell
Throw in.
ultimately responsible for turning that one away. Lusk. Just can't get it through Muncie. It's 2 or 3 times now that Muncie has been the one to stop the offensive flow. Plenty of time now in the center circle. Long ball played out, and running onto it is Mosley. And quickly on the outlet, finds Macy Green. Green's ball cut down. Much to the disappointment of the Bishop Kelley student section. This will be in favor of the Lady Zebras. Erdl with the challenge there on Robinson. Sub now will have Elena Malsby.
For Claremore, number 10, Elena Malsby. For Bishop Kelley, number 4, Meredith Wilson.
Macy Green out. Meredith Wilson on for Bishop Kelley. Brown there. Kedzier was also in the vicinity and just have not had a real scoring opportunity so far here in the second half for Claremore. Had a couple of corners, but not been able to find their touch inside the box. Most shots from distance. There's a ball that's played through and offsides. The assistant flag is up. Bella Lusk was in behind the defender. That's Lainey Nichols. Assistant was right there on top of it. Chancellor. Tedder swings it to the opposite side here outside the 18. There's a shot and a goal! And Claremore has tied it up. A beautiful build-up. And Claremore, with 11 minutes remaining, has tied up this state championship game, and we'll watch it on the replay here. And it all starts with Chancellor. Finds Tedder, and Tedder with her head up, plays it to the outside, and watch this blast from just outside the 18. And there was absolutely nothing that Mackenzie Lewis could do about that shot. And now we'll see what reaction there is from Bishop Kelley. You are at your most vulnerable right after you score. And this initial push will result in a goal kick now for the Lady Zebras. You can hear the Claremore crowd come to life, trying to urge on their ladies with 10 minutes remaining. Lusk looking to run onto this one. Being shielded off by Nichols. Mosley has it. Mosley called into action after Cardwell went down with an injury after a collision with Maggie Ertl early on in the second half. Had one big save early, did Mosley. Muncie puts this one over the top of the student section and out of play.
Madeline Barone returning.
Barone will
Kelley.
Make her way back on for Heron. Barone looks like she's sitting there kind of centrally.
Another throw in.
Keep an eye on Gasaway here to the far side of the field, and also Lusk, as Ertl's going to have some bumps and bruises tonight as many times as she's been down on the ground. And there's that ball looking there for Lusk, running onto it there, and in the back of the net with an amazing header is Katie Gasaway. Gasaway was able to sneak in behind the back line. No one was paying attention to where she was at, and she heads that one home past Katie Jo Mosley. And watch the replay. And it was a right idea as Bishop Kelley switched fields here into the middle, took one hop right in behind the defender, and that was Lusk that had pulled the defender towards the center. Right near the penalty spot was Lainey Nichols, and quickly to the opposite end we go. Claremore has about 8 minutes remaining to try to equalize. Gasaway, as of now, has given the Lady Comets the lead. And it's good to see that she got rewarded with a goal for all of her hard work here early on in the second half. Played long now, running onto it. It's Garrison. Nichols gets there just before her, sends it out of play.
Re-entering for Bishop
This
Kelley.
is Ramsey Davis.
Will be Ramsey Davis. Throw in for the Lady Comets.
And Davis will take the throw. Looks like Ramsey wanted to go short there. She does.
Another throw in.
Still in
for the Lady
favor
Comets.
of Bishop Kelley. No rush needed here. That's a corner that Maddie Garrison Try to turn there towards the byline, plays it off of the defender, and Bishop Kelley can take a little time here.
Bishop Kelley.
And set this ball, and you got to pick it up here and make sure everything looks good. Tokarczyk with the left-footed corner, swings in and comes off the keeper and in the back of the net. Mosley went out to make a play on that. And we'll see on the replay, it came off of Mosley, off of the corner from Tokarczyk. And here it is. Swings in towards the near post. The keeper came out, came off of her, and slams it at the side of the net. And that just might sealed a state championship for the Lady Comets. A 2-goal lead.
Fans, we would like to ask you to please remain off the field after the game. We have several more games to play on this field. Here's the award ceremony,
trying to hold things up. Turns.
Only the players and
good use of time there from Ertl.
Be on the field.
Only thing that she could do there was
after the game.
Here's Maddie Garrison. There's pressure from behind now. Ramsey Davis couldn't get there in enough time. Claremore running out of opportunities here. Fernandez. And a sub now for Bishop Kelley as Heron will come in here for Ertl.
Number 33, Alex Heron, coming into the game now for the Lady Comets. Throw in Claremore.
Claremore with precious little time. Malsby. There at midfield. Makes one move past her defender. Boy, another great job from Jaden Chapman, just all over Jenna Brown. And a giveaway to her midfield again. Davis was making that run to the outside. Just could not get the ball to her. And now Bishop Kelley has 4 minutes remaining. Malsby finds Brown. Brown has options with Chancellor if she wants to use it. Approaching 3 minutes remaining, and all the hard work from throughout the season for the Lady Comets is just a few moments away from paying off if they can find a way to hang on to this 2-goal lead. These sleepless nights thinking about last year's championship game. And the idea of redemption about to come true. And they might even be able to add another one on. Oh, brilliant move outside the 18, and now on the goal kick, some subs coming in for both.
Coming into the game for Bishop Kelley, 5A-3, Maggie Erdl. Number 14, Bella Lust.
And this
Coming
looks
in for
like
Claremore, number 20, Lindsay McMillan. Number 17, Macy Green. Number 13, Carrie Hammond.
Claremore making sure that Lindsay McMillan gets on the pitch. The senior. Erdl off the hands of the keeper and cleared out of the box.
Fans, once again, we'd like to remind you to please remain off of the pitch after the game is completed. We have an award ceremony and another game this evening, 3 tomorrow. We'd like to keep the playing field as good as possible for those games, so please remain off the field.
Here's Katie Gassaway. Searching ball, finds Maddie Garrison. Garrison now, Erdl settles. Chancellor back, and a shoulder tackle there from Chancellor, and that's just a frustration foul. As Lauren Chancellor just kind of walks away. Some of the Lady Comet players are starting to hug each other here on the near sideline. As that free kick off to the left, and now players that haven't had an opportunity to make their way on, like Lily Murray, who's a senior.
Number 11, Lily Murray.
Also, too, Annie DeMarco, who's a senior, will have a few minutes on. Erdl with a blast that is deflected. This one will roll all the way back to Katie Jo Mosley. 7 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Bishop Kelley, you can celebrate.
That's the game. Final score.
The Class 5A State Girls Champions in soccer,
Claremore,
the Lady Comets from Bishop Kelley, as they have avenged last year's loss in overtime to the Lady Zebras from Claremore in a 3-1 victory here at the University of Tulsa. And look at that celebration. Photos being taken. And more importantly, memories lasting forever for the Lady Comets from Bishop Kelley here in Class 5A. The Lady Zebras will finish on the season at 17-2 and come up short here in the state championship game as Bishop Kelley celebrates 14 wins on the season for them and only 5 losses. And the scoring got started for Maggie Erdl here in the 33rd.
Fans, please remain off of the field. Bishop
In the
Kelley
second half,
students, please return to
we
your
were
section.
scoreless at the end of the first half, and 3 goals from the Lady Comets. And don't forget that even though it's a 3-1 victory, the Lady Zebras were able to equalize, and we were tied at 1 until about 10 minutes remaining, in which 2 more goals were put in to ultimately seal the victory here for the Lady Comets. And now they will have the ceremony take place on the field. And we'll have some replays for you coming up here in just a few moments of the girls as now sportsmanship, as they will go over and congratulate each other and give each other handshakes.
Both teams for outstanding sportsmanship and great play. Representing the OSSA in today's trophy presentation is Todd Goolsby.
As the trophy presentation will get set to take place here in just one moment.
Assistant Principal Kenny Hindenburg. Assistant Principal Jared Hurt. Assistant Moving in to others, Katie Jo Mosley. Danny Meisinger. Olivia Malsby. Cassidy Hanna. Skylar Muncie. Elena Malsby. Julia Peters. Haley Braswell. Carrie Hack. Karen Kibsior. Lauren Chancellor. Carly Robinson. Macy Green. Sarah Lavalle. Brianna Farmer. Lindsay McMillan. Jenna Brown. Kayla Williams. Ashley Countryman. And Laney Nichols. Receiving the Coach's Achievement Plaque is Ryan John. And now, your state runner-up trophy presented to the Claremore Lady Zebras. And now, for the state championship presentation, assisting with the presentation from Bishop Kelley, Superintendent Father Brian O'Brien, Principal Judith McMasters, and Athletic Director Lance Parks. As your name is announced, please come forward to receive your medal. Mackenzie Lewis. Alexis Shealy. Maggie Erdl. Meredith Wilson. Sophie Berry. Katie Major. Brooke Sugar. Maddie Garrison. Lily Murray. Bella Luss. Annie DeMarco. Madison Tokarczyk. Jackie Fernandez. Emma Gandal. Katie Gassaway. Ellie Chappell. Jaden Chapman, Ramsey Davis, Alice Heron, Lauren Stotler, Madeline Barone, and Olivia Wells. And now, receiving the Coach's Achievement Plaque, head coach Troy Tokarczyk. And now, your state championship trophy presented to the Bishop Kelley Lady Comets. Congratulations to everyone involved. We thank all of you for attending tonight's 5A Girls State Championship. If you are leaving at this time, we invite you to please buckle up and drive home safely. We will have the 5A boys game here in just a few minutes, featuring the East Central Cardinals and the Bishop Kelley Comets.
All right, as you see the championship banner now for the Lady Comets as they get set to celebrate, let's take a look at some of the highlights from this game, as there's another good look at the trophy. I'm sure they'll find some room for that somewhere in the trophy case over at Bishop Kelley. And what a long season that it's been, and here are the replays here from this second half. And this is one of the overlapping runs to the outside that was shut down, and a ball that was played across, and the great save from Katie Jo Mosley, who was just called into action after the injury to Courtney Caldwell. Here's the corner now on the in-swinger, and that was the foul from behind on the keeper as she hit the turf. Here now from the corner, and this will be a throw-in, and watch Ertl. Ertl on the reception, shields off the defender, one touch there, and with the left, chips it in just over the top of the outstretched arms of the keeper, and Ertl has broken the scoreless draw with the first goal, and that was in the 33rd minute here in the second half. Here is the foul from behind on Ertl that drew a yellow card, as she had to have a seat after that. And just like a champion, Claremore was not done. They continued to fight and push forward here. Missed opportunity. Here's the free kick from the back now. Watch Chancellor. One touch. Has an option there with the square ball. That's Tedder. And then Tedder finds a wide open player from the 18 that goes past the outstretched arms of the keeper, Mackenzie Lewis. Not much that she could do there, and we were all nodded at one more time. And here's where things broke wide open for Bishop Kelley. Ball played into the box. Defender draws over, and sneaking in on the backside was Katie Gassaway, who made a lot of big plays here early on in the second half on the opposite side of the field. And now the corner. The corner that hits the keeper, Katie Jo Mosley, as she comes to protect the front post. And it was a goal from Madison Tokarczyk. And that ended up closing out the scoring here at the University of Tulsa with the 3-1 win now for the Lady Comets. And you can see Coach now addressing the team. And we'll get to an interview coming up here in just 1 second with the head coach, as soon as we get our opportunity. And as you can imagine, he's a busy man right now, having to celebrate with his team. And boy, how proud of him, or how proud of them must he be, at this point, giving hugs and still taking photos. You can see the medals hanging from around the necks of the Bishop Kelley players, and there is a good shot of the trophy that was being raised up there in the background. And as soon as we get an opportunity to grab Coach, we will here in just 1 second, and we'll send it down to the field level to Valentine just in time before Coach makes his way out of here. As a matter of fact, they went over and ran to try to grab him real quick to make sure before, let him know he's got one more responsibility. I know he just wrapped up a state championship, but if we can steal Coach for just a couple of moments, and now he's making his way towards the camera here in a minute, he's got to be feeling really good about this entire season for the Lady Comets, as they win 3-1 and come back after losing in the state championship game last year. Let's go down live now on the field level to Valentine, who's got the victorious Coach Tokarczyk.
Welcome back to BKTV.live. Right here with the ATU 5A Championship Finals. I'm here with the head coach, Troy Tokarczyk. Coach, how did today feel? How did you feel when during the game, the beginning of the game?
I'll tell you what, the girls, they looked a little scared in the first half, and I told them at halftime, I said, stop playing scared. It's time to go run downhill at them. And sure enough, that's what they did in the second half. And they even came back. Kudos to Claremore for tying it up. But I tell you what, the resiliency of our girls, fantastic. To put 2 in after that, it's fantastic.
And how did it feel knowing that last year you versed Claremore again and they won the victory? How did it feel when you guys have figured out that you got it in the bag?
Well, I tell you what, we put a word on the back of our jerseys this year. Every jersey said redemption, and this was us redeeming ourselves.
That's good. How does it feel to be 5A state championship?
Oh, it feels great. It feels great. Really proud of these girls. Good job, girls.
All right, well, we're going to come back afterwards for the boys state championship. This is BKTV Live. My name is Valentine. This is Coach Troy Tokarczyk. Coach, thanks. Good job. Appreciate it.
The victorious Coach Tokarczyk with some great comments there after wrapping up a season, and there's no better way to finish off a season than having that plaque to be able to put in your trophy case. We want to thank everyone for tuning in for the girls' Class 5A state championship match, with Bishop Kelley winning 3-1 over the Claremore Lady Zebras. Don't go anywhere, because we've got the second half of our doubleheader coming up here in just a few moments. After this timeout, we'll get you set for the Bishop Kelley boys as they get set to take on East Central live from the University of Tulsa here in the Class 5A Boys State Championship. I'm Jeremy Poplin. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be back after this.